Next is talent. Talent is someone who takes on a certain part of our life. People with many talents around will have more free time because those talents already have taken on many duties for them. Talents could be our colleagues, friends, children, siblings, spouses, gardeners, drivers, employees, etc. A talent will have 8 special qualities. First, they have good learning abilities and never stop learning, regardless of the conditions. Second, they're willing to change. When hearing and knowing good morals for themselves, their families, organizations, and society, they dare to change themselves and their decisions accordingly. Third, they bravely admit their mistakes when they realize so. Fourth, they have a spirit of dedication. A talent will always have a contribution mindset to the common cause. Fifth, they voluntarily share the burdens. They take on some work or life tasks as their duties and responsibilities. Sixth, they have the energy of appreciation and gratitude. Seventh, they are humble. Talents always need modesty. And finally, they have persistence. They tirelessly pursue their dreams to benefit themselves, their families, organizations, and society. How should you treat talents? Talents need to foster their wisdom, mental state, quality, personality, capability, physical ability, and material ability. In other words, it is the 7 comprehensive wealth. Because the more comprehensive wealth the talent gains, the more effectively they can help you. On the contrary, you also need to help them make their dreams come true. This is the principle of interests harmonizing and balancing. So what do you need to attract talents? The first thing is the dream. Your dream must be specific and big enough for talents to see and go along with you. Dreams are based on 4 survival motives. It is for oneself, family, organization, and society. For example, we dream of obtaining 7 comprehensive wealth. We dream of creating and spreading values to benefit our families, organizations, and society. In other words, you need to have a strong desire to become a person who is rich comprehensively. We have the last 2 types of people, the God of wealth and the guru. So what is the God of wealth? Sounds pretty familiar, right? The God of wealth is someone whose presence helps us increase what we desire. There are many kinds of God of wealth, such as the God of wealth in finance, job promotion, knowledge, mental state, profession, relationship, real estate, etc. For example, there is a person that when they come to you, your mental state becomes richer. As a result, you have a happier life, faith, hope, and more motivation to live. This person is the God of mental state wealth for you. How to treat the God of wealth? Appreciate and be grateful for their presence. Show your gratitude when they come to you and be around you. And here's how to attract the God of wealth. First, you need to value human presence. Second, we must remember the concept mentioned earlier. Any human can either be a road or a bridge. We'll go along with them if they're roads, and we'll be able to cross the roads if they're bridges connecting the roads. The reason is that you will not be able to predict who will come to you tomorrow and whether they are God of wealth. There is a saying, the God of wealth comes unintentionally and leaves expectedly. So appreciate the presence of any human being in your life. Finally, it's the guru. A guru is someone whose dream covers our dreams. They have wisdom, mental state, quality, personality, capability, or life realms that are really different beyond what we want to aim for. Fortunately, they're willing to train and accompany us. We also need to treat gurus delicately. Let's tackle the mission and accompany the guru to achieve the dream. Why so? As we already know, gurus have big dreams and ideals of helping people. They nurture us to be more mature and become extended arms to spread and create value for society. So how to attract the guru? It is to equip yourself with the 8 qualities of a talent mentioned above, and you will be able to attract a guru. A guru is the wings of a talent. To become a guru, you must first strive to become a person with 7 comprehensive wealth. Next, you need to work hard to make your career a dream career and have a dream life. Then you have reached at least the 6th and 7th life realms. The next lesson will discuss career, dream life, and life realms. But, for the time being, you need to understand the above concepts. Today's lesson is quite long already. So we will stop lesson number 2 here. Listen to the lecture over and over to reflect and relate to your real life. See you in the next lesson.